The mother wound rarely comes from obvious abuse, and that's what makes it so hard to recognize. Most of the time, it doesn't begin with cruelty, but with absence, emotional inconsistency, or love that was conditional, distracted, or overwhelmed. A child doesn't need a perfect mother, but they do need an emotionally available one, someone who responds, attunes, and offers safety. When that emotional presence is missing, something subtle but profound breaks inside the child. As a child, you don't think, "My mother is emotionally unavailable." You think, "There must be something wrong with me." This is where the wound begins. Your mother is usually your first emotional mirror, the one who teaches you what love feels like, what safety feels like, and what it means to be seen. When that mirror is cold, distant, controlling, or unpredictable, you internalize a dangerous lesson. Love must be earned, your needs are inconvenient, and your emotions should be handled alone. Psychology calls this emotional neglect. It's not about what happened, but what didn't happen. There was no comfort when you were overwhelmed, no curiosity about your inner world, no safe place to land emotionally. And because children are wired for attachment, they adapt. Some become hyper-independent, learning never to ask for help and relying only on themselves. Others become hyper-attuned, constantly reading moods, anticipating needs, and taking responsibility for other people's emotions. Both patterns come from the same wound. You learn that staying quiet feels safer, performing feels like love, and having no needs reduces the risk of rejection. These adaptations often look like strength. The world might even praise you, saying, "You're so mature," or "You're so strong." But the unmet need doesn't just disappear. It goes underground. Later in life, the mother wound often shows up in your relationships. You might crave closeness, but panic when it arrives, or unconsciously choose emotionally unavailable partners. You might feel responsible for fixing everyone, or feel numb and disconnected from softness, because softness was never safe for you. Psychologically, this is a form of attachment trauma. It's not always dramatic, but it's persistent. Your nervous system learned that connection equals uncertainty, so even in calm relationships, your body stays on high alert. Rest feels unfamiliar, receiving feels uncomfortable, and being cared for feels suspicious. Many people with a mother wound confuse anxiety with intuition, hypervigilance with awareness, and emotional exhaustion with strength. Another common effect is chronic self-doubt. When your emotional reality wasn't validated as a child, you learn not to trust your own feelings. You question yourself constantly, seek reassurance, and even apologize for existing. Deep down, there's often a belief that being too much will lead to abandonment. So you shrink, you overgive, and you abandon yourself before anyone else can. Sometimes, the wound turns into quiet anger that was never allowed because it threatened your attachment. So it turns inward as shame and harsh self-criticism. Understanding the mother wound isn't about blaming your mother. Many mothers were wounded themselves, overwhelmed or emotionally unsupported. But understanding the cause doesn't erase the impact. Healing begins with witnessing, not blaming or excusing, but honestly acknowledging what was missing. You were not too sensitive, not too needy, not difficult. You were a child, and children need emotional safety. Healing the mother wound doesn't mean becoming someone new. It means reclaiming the parts of you that had to adapt too early. It means learning to rest without guilt, receive without fear, and feel your emotions without apologizing. This is reparenting at the nervous system level, responding to yourself with curiosity instead of judgment, and with compassion instead of pressure. Slowly, your body learns something new. Connection doesn't always have to hurt. Your needs don't always cost you love, and softness doesn't always lead to abandonment. The wound may not disappear, but it loosens its grip. One day, you'll realize you no longer search for your mother in everyone you meet, no longer confuse neglect with familiarity, and no longer feel guilty for wanting care. You become your own emotional home. And that isn't weakness. It's repair. If this felt familiar, you're not broken. You adapted. And now, you're allowed to heal. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more psychology insights from Secrets of the Mind.